Hey, so Oscar is a 4-month-old Havanese puppy. He's very nervous of people, good with dogs, but is, I'd say, normal amount of, nervous of dogs sometimes that are pushy or bigger than him. So just working with Oscar on some existence. So he gets to be exposed to this ruckus in a very controlled way. And sometimes I just have him stay on the cot. He can stand and sniff. And then other times I work with him. So here I'm working on place and break. So I'm just rocking backwards for a break and then placing down food. So rock back. He was a little resistant to pressure. That's why I adjust his collar here. Pressure underneath the chin, if the leash kind of falls, is always very uncomfortable and not very good guidance based. So you always want the leash to be to the side of the head or on top of the head, preferably the side, but never underneath the chin. They just don't like it, and they're not going to learn much from it. And then after I adjusted it, I didn't even need pressure again. He was just being I even tried pressure a few times just to make sure. He was only being resistant because it was under his chin. Anyway, right here we're working on touch food. Now this is to desensitize him to hands coming down at him. And we practice that many times. See, he's a little weird, even me doing it. It surprised him a bit in such a busy setting. He's like, why is it on top of my head? That's what I'm building to the side, to the top, just really moving the hand all around to build up that comfort that the hand doesn't necessarily mean it's coming at him. It just means he's going to get food. There's his first new person. Even though he's nervous, he has an overly curious, pushy side. And so that's why he did not move away from her hand quickly. He's building trust that people won't pet him, so he's getting pushy about checking them out. But I'll take that. It's all a balance. That's someone else new again. And notice, this is the big thing. Notice I'm giving the food. So they're doing the hand, but I'm giving the food. That's because in the past, he has spit out food from new people trying to give him food. So this is my in-between. I do it a few times to warm him up. Then there's a new hand presented, and I'm delivering the food. That's the key thing I'm trying to get to here. For the person to do the hand and deliver the food and him not spit it out is just another transition that you will see. So I don't mind him leaning over and checking out the dogs within reason, but he can't get off the cot. That's the only rule. You got to stay on the dog bed, whatever that might be. Bed, cot, chair. It's a boundary, basically. And then when I feel like he's getting a little too pushy, which technically he did right there, I probably just didn't catch it. I reset him in a down. Good. He's not in trouble or anything. He was never told no here. This is just for him to get comfortable with his surroundings, so he gets a little bit of freedom unless I'm doing focused work with him. And then when you do see me reset him in a sit or down, it's purely just to like that right there. I just got his attention by scratching his butt. It's purely just to kind of interrupt that cycle of arousal that's going on around him. Doing more touch work again. But all in all, he had a really, really great time just observing his surroundings. Doesn't mean he'd be thrilled if his surroundings put pressure on him, but it's definitely a really great first step to give him room to be able to do this. There's that block I told you about when he's leaning too far, looks like he's about to get off. I move in with spatial pressure till the dog resets themselves. Gets curious about someone on the ground. Get little tinkle accidents all the time in puppy land. And so I just reset him down, food. I'm giving him structure. I'm telling him what I want him to do about this situation, So same thing. A little teetering on the edge, a bit too much, a bit too long. And so I reset him. Here's more hand, new hand. Look at that tail wag. I was so happy about that. He's like, I like this one. This one maybe can pet me. Maybe I like this one the best. He really liked her. And see, look, you see that? He teetered on the edge and reset himself back into that sit. Ooh, and a down. Now, maybe that's because a puppy, he got bored. Maybe that, like I said, maybe that's because the puppy didn't come up and, say hi to him. So he reset himself. But that's what we're trying to achieve here is just him getting to be able to regulate himself in some way, shape, or form. And a place bed or a cot allows you to do that. just not, you like bend over, just, yeah, just not, have him, good, touch, yes. Have him come to you a little bit. And just put your hand down and do the touch. Go ahead.
Without food, or you're not?
I'll do the food to start with.
So just
bend down and say touch, yeah.
Touch.
Yes. Good job. Go ahead and do it again.
Touch.
Yes, look at that. Good job. So yeah, so now you do it. You do the yes and the food or good or whatever you want.
Touch. Yes.
Yeah. Go do it again.
Touch.
Yeah. Okay, so will you be a bad human and do it like kind of over him? Oscar.
Touch.
Yes, snuck it in. You need more food?
No.
Okay, you do a couple more for me? That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, then let him take it. Perfect. This time, actually do the touch over the head with food. Oscar. Nice.
Good.
That's what I kind of want to see, if he can build some tolerance of like an in-between, you know?
What about one hand touch, yes, and then that one? Or
No, that was, I think it was too much, yeah. Maybe not like at home, but here. Oscar, touch.
Yes.